I'm 36 years old. I work full time in cybersecurity, and I spent most of my life basically not even playing fighting games. The most I've done was maybe MK here and there, um, old time Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, but like literally just with family or friends. I was never a tournament player. I never grind ranked. I never did any of that. Like completely brand new. And honestly, I used to think fighting games weren't for me. Most of the time, as a gamer, it was just me playing platformers or RPGs or later in my I guess you could say my college years, I played a lot of COD, Battlefield, stuff like that. But a few months ago, um, something changed all that. Me and my friends, we decided to go to Evo Japan 2026, and that changed my whole entire, I guess, view of fighting games, right? So a couple weeks before Evo, I decided to like take fighting games a little bit more seriously. I started with Street Fighter 6. So Street Fighter 6 was the first fighting game I actually took somewhat seriously. I remember buying Street Fighter 5, and I played it for like maybe once or twice. I probably had like 10 minutes in the game, right? And I put it down. And Street Fighter 6 came out 3 years ago, right? And just the visuals and everything. I know it's very teamy of me, but there's something about the visuals that really like pulled me in, and I was like, man, this is cool. And I remember, a couple of the guys, they brought in their gaming system into work, and during the break, once or twice, like we would play each other during lunchtime, and it was like that's where it really got me hooked. But I still was playing kind of like casually, and then up until Evo Japan, which happened, I think, in March, May time frame, I think. I don't remember exactly, but it was a couple months ago from the recording of this video, right? And I've been playing, playing and playing, practicing, trying to get better. And my main was Ryu, and my secondary was Lily, right? And I remember even picking up Ryu and liking Ryu when he was bad. And by the time Evo 20 Evo 2026 came around, he was like top tier, I guess, or like one of the stronger character picks. And then, ended up going to Evo, thinking I would do okay. That was not the case. I got absolutely destroyed. I mean, I was dropping combos. I was just getting like toyed around, and then, come to realize that, most of these guys here, especially in Japan, were at least masters and up, right? And it, instead of like disappointing me, it kind of like lit this fire in me. It's like, man, I really wanna try this thing, as an older gamer, because I've seen a lot of older guys like they still perform top tier, like Daigo. Granted, Daigo is a legend, and he's been playing since he was a kid, and I'm an older guy, and I'm just picking up this game, right? And I definitely don't have the time or the experience that he has. But between that experience, and then I remember, my buddy was like, yo, you should try Levelist, right? You should try Levelist, because I was always a controller player, right? Old school. So I saw this Akuma print, like Levelist controller by Novio, I think it's called. Let me see. By Nova, right? This PlayStation Levelist controller with the Akuma skin. I was like, man, that looks badass. And I was like, you know what? Akuma's Edgelord. I always like Edgelord and Timmy like characters, so I was like, why not? So, this is why I decided to pretty much pick up Akuma, and I was like, hey, the next Evo that I go to, I'm gonna do better, right? And from now on, I'm going to try and just like record my journey from basically a brand new player gamer to the FGC who gets master rank, right? Um, and I pick Akuma not because he's top tier, not because he's flashy, because I guess it's kind of corny, but he always seeks to be better. He always seeks to be the best fighter, always seeks the, you know, thrill of the fight, always seeks to be the best martial artist, right? He's not violent out of violence sake, I guess you could say, but he's just like bloodthirsty and just aggressive for the next big fight, almost like an adrenaline junkie, I guess you could say, right? But here's the thing, right? When you're new to fighting games, like me, everyone throws around terms like Oki, meaty, frame trap, shimmy, neutral whiff punish, all those things, right? I still barely know what these are, right? And because, you know, people throw these out, like the pros and the experienced guys, they throw these out and expect that everyone knows what these mean, know what these terms means, and it's like, I still don't really know what most of them mean. Like, I kind of have an understanding of what neutral means or what whiff punish means, but I still don't really necessarily know the intricacies of a frame trap or what a meaty is. I know what Oki is, I learned that recently. But, you know, because most of the time, like most of the new players, I just mash buttons and hope for the best, or like kind of like go into these habits and hope for the best, right? So this channel is not about pretending to be some pro player or some experienced player, right? I'm not a master rank. I just hit gold with my Akuma, right? And I think the highest I've been was like a plat 4, I think, with my Lily. I don't know how, but this channel is basically documenting my journey, an average Joe with a 9 to 5 who makes it to masters with minimal time, right? I'll be breaking down concepts in plain English, sharing my mistakes, sharing my improvements, and seeing how a regular guy like me can go. That's it, right? Right now, my goal is just to reach master rank, not high master, not legend or anything, just to hit master rank, to learn the game properly, to understand the matchups, to build consistency, and hopefully help players just like me in my situation improve along the way. You'll see rank matches, character breakdowns, FGC concepts, lessons I'm learning, and occasional reviews of high-level play. And if you're new to fighting games, if you're trying to improve, or if you're just another working guy, or girl, or in between, you're in the right place. This is Gouki's greatest disciple, and this is day 1. Let's see how far we can go with this.